about 10 years ago.
Aerial view of Exotica Nursery.
I'm going to take you in and show you around here so you get an idea. Exotica Nursery.
10 years ago.
This is what the entrance is when you come in. So we'll take you a quick run through. This is the front of the nursery when one comes in. The variegated banana from Hawaii.
This is Steve Spangler
display table
showing us around.
And right above it is a big, giant Beachana bamboo from China.
Owner of
many rare plants.
Exotica Rare Fruit Nursery.
Keep the place happy. But here's some of the fruit that's in season. And I'll show you exactly what it looks like here. This is just harvested right here from Exotica Nursery. And take that. To the upper right there is Babako, the big long red thing. Right in front, you have strawberry guavas. To the left, figs. There's the pineapple guavas, which are in season now. Beautiful green fruit. There's some different mangoes. Different varieties, golden ones, long ones. There's Japanese persimmon, lots of roses. Kiwi fruit. So we grow everything from tropical to deciduous. Some of the flowers that are in season is yellow strawberry guava, cotton, pomegranates, passion fruit. There's strawberry fruit. It actually grows on a tree. They call it the strawberry tree. It comes from the Mediterranean. Jujubes, Chinese dates. So different persimmon. You even have these beautiful sunflowers from Mexico that flower all year round. Strawberry guavas right in there. Now I'm going to take you to the back and show you the property. Because it's 5 acres altogether. Some more plants and bananas. Greenhouse, beautiful greenhouse built 50 years ago. It's redwood, glass, came with the place. And this is what a customer sees when they walk through. More trees, there's pear trees, big old black Persian mulberry back there. And here's when we go into the back. Here's one of our mascots. This is the back 3 acres that Pete Giovanni used to own. And all along the edge there's almond trees. These are different guavas. Some of the smaller stuff, persimmons in the ground. There's a Chinese persimmon. Some rock work we've done. Big rose garden here. Papayas. It's the Ecuadorian papaya. You can see how productive that is. They do real well in our climate. Roses there. So here's the trail that goes up to the top of the property. Got a rare bamboo collection there. Striped ones. There's a striped one from Burma. Gigantus. So these are all rare bamboos from all over the world here. I'll show you what they look like later. There's some more back here. Golden goddess. I'm going to show you some of the rare bamboos. Here's a black one that comes from Burma. Pure black trunk. These are quite rare. I mean, these sell from 175 to 400 or 500 each. How beautiful. Black trunk is there. Another one, the Mexican weeping bamboo. Nice clumper there. This is one of our rarest bamboos. This is the giant one from Burma. It's called Dendrocalamus asper. The size of that. That's like 5 inches across. That's from Burma. Amazing. Look at those huge leaves on there. That's some of the rare plants we have. And one other one. This is the one from China. It's Dendrocalamus latifolius. The beautiful striped coloring. Big leaves. Has one of the biggest leaves. Bamboos are becoming a tremendous landscape item. You can see why, because of the beauty that they have in there. Walman bamboo, another rare one from Asia. I'll show you all the different bamboos. These are in the ground in the back field as we're observing. There's a golden striped timber bamboo that comes from Hawaii and China. Old clump like that. It clump's like 10 years old. That's at least worth a couple thousand, maybe not more. And then every year we dig up more out of the ground. Show you what we've done to the place here. Here's all the container plants. There's a huge banana patch. Created a raised bed. There's more of the bamboos. Show you the back field here. Almost 2.5 acres is planted on this whole ground. These are compost piles. Unbelievable. These are some 40 varieties of bananas from all over the world. Probably about 100 plants in this cluster here. This is a giant raised bed with compost and the world's rarest bananas. Each one will produce up to 5 to 10 plants a year, so we can propagate them, and you can see how they sprout up. They put up babies. This is what we propagate. Normally you get at least $25 to $40 for each one of those. So if you multiply that about 4 or 5 plants a year, that's $200 a plant. And we got almost 100 plants in here. That's potential of what, $2,000 or 20,000 now. Okay. Here's the back field. I'll show you what we've done here. Grombo chill. That's a surveyor's marker, which is, I guess, where the bulldozers are going to be working. This is really bad news. But here's what the whole nursery looks like. I'm going to go up on the top of the compost pile here. This is our neighbor, 1 acre parcel, young mango planting. This is the 3 acres. Composted the bananas, shade cloth area. This is a grove. There's over 500 plants in the ground, maybe even up to 1,000. I'm going to give you the exact count. That's Mason Street. It's tiered. It's about 400 feet down there. We're going to go down there and take you and show you what we're doing here. Custard apple from South America, the young one. Acerolas. Those are all cherimoyas. These are lychee trees from Hawaii. Beautiful red fruit, Hawaii and South America and China. These have been in the ground. There'd be a lot of work to dig these up. Kind of like that would sell for a couple thousand as a specimen tree and a planting. We've got about 10 of them in a row there. So that's just $20,000 worth of plants right there, literally, and long ends down at the end. These are all rare exotic fruit. $6 a pound when they fruit. Lychee. Long end. And on that side is the mangoes. That's about a 12-year-old mango tree. Need a lot of work to dig it up, and it might even be shocked and died. I didn't believe that. It's a rare mango from Mexico, a long one. There's the long ends. Dragon eyes, they call them. And below we have 3 rows of cherimoyas. That's the cherimoya fruit, fruit of the gods. All these are rare varieties collected from South America, Ecuador, Mexico. Tremendous amount of work to dig these up. It's all been in the ground here 5, 6, 7 years or more. See how large they are. It's Cherimoya Grove. White sapotes. Tropical guavas from Asia. They're real popular with the Asians. They're like eating apples. That rows in, there's a whole row of them there. This is the lower field. You can see how they go all the way up to that edge. There's the vineyard. Grapes from all over the world. Pomegranates. Bees. Help pollinate. Another fruit. This is a quince from Portugal. They call it perfume quince. It smells like perfume. Okay. Persimmon trees, loaded with fruit. There's coloration on that. You can see how much fruit are on there. It's an old tree. There's a 10-foot tree there. A lot of work to dig these up. They wouldn't really survive. You can see the fruit of the persimmon. See how it looks there. Another ancient fruit. This is called jujube, a Chinese date. It's just like dates and apples. A beautiful plant. Got a whole selection, a whole row of them here. Got 10 plants. Right behind it, loquat. More persimmons. See how productive these different varieties of persimmons. It's a Korean persimmon. Really beautiful color. Apples, pears. These are all the different apple varieties from all over the world. And there's a Fuji apple. Johnny Smith. Jonathan. These are so-called apples that need killing, but they've done well here. How productive they are in that. Pink Lady, Australian apple. Real tart, sweet. They love our climate. This is all organic. See the mulch here? The ground. Very rich. Sugar cane. Nice one. Kiwis. We've got a whole kiwi grove here, and then there's a big old mulberry there. More apple varieties. More jujubes. You can see how productive they are. Amazing fruits. Tiger tooth. Wonderful, delicious fruit. Strawberry guavas. Selected from the Big Island, Hawaii, up in the mountains, going up to the volcano. They come in yellow. Yellow strawberry guava. Soft inside. It's a red strawberry guava that comes in another shape too. Really nice, bright colored fruit there. It's like cherries. Sometimes call these strawberry guavas red cherry guavas. ID. Red strawberry guava. Another fruit, purple passion fruit. He's vining up here. There's more strawberry guavas in there. See how productive they are? And a whole row of pecan trees. Great big old pecan. That's about 15-footer. 7 different varieties. Lemongrass. Rare fruiting cactus from Peru, Chile, Argentina. You see the different colors and shapes. There's one with a spiral to it. And there's our bees pollinating. And you can see how much plants, tens of thousands of plants to move, pots everywhere. So it's a tremendous burden. We don't even have another place to move them to. It took a lot of work. So you can see down in here, there's more trees in the ground. Big daisy tree. Sunflower from Mexico, flowers all year round. Pineapple guavas, another nice one there. Cherry trees. Rare flower from the Philippines and Hawaii. Fragrant clerodendron. Growing all over as the ground cover here. And right next to this huge pecan tree. Take a lot of work to dig this up. That's that 15-foot pecan. Another rare fruit that's called the strawberry tree. Madrone family. How productive it is. Strawberry tree, madrone. And they're orange inside. Delicious. They taste like a strawberry and a mango flavor to it. It's one of the many trees we have here. Big loquat tree. Pears. See all the stuff in containers and trees in the ground. Here's a little wild persimmon. Date plum we use for the rootstock. All over. Hundreds and hundreds of trees. Teocote from Mexico. Real popular fruit down there. Remember the hawthorn? Real popular in Mexico. The edge of the property. And you stop there and you see how it lined up with plants. Almond trees in the ground that we're walking by. More strawberry guavas, big beautiful large ones there. See how you have all the almond trees. Then we're going to show you a bird's eye view. I'm going to go up the edge and panorama over. This is the edge of the nursery. Thousands of plants in containers as well as in the ground. Pear trees. It would take months to move this. We don't even have a home to do that yet. 10 years of work in this back field. Fence line, there's original Exotica, and then here's the, starting right there, that's what we've done to this valley that was totally blank before. It's amazing. There's the nursery again. See, that's the back field that we were just looking at. The picture of it. Not a thing on there. That's 10 years ago. And you can see how that whole section there, gate up there in the upper left-hand side is where we walked in. I'm going to show you a few more pictures. This was an aerial photograph in about 1990, 11 years ago. Anyway, that's the back field, the soul. Show you a few more pictures after this. These are going to be some pictures of the nursery slides over the last few years to show you what's behind it, how it looked, and comparing it to what you've just seen. Thank you. That's an open house day on 1982. You can see how we got the fence up and it's all decked out. The next picture will show it before that. That's before when we were just starting to lay down the wood chips. Those are orange trees from Irvine. Just before we put the fence up. So laying the stones down and the chips. Laying the chips out and putting the fence up. The pepper tree in the front is a huge one now where the sign is. It's the workers during a break outside the greenhouse. Starting to put the banana up on the tree there out in front. Exotica sign. There we finally laying the banana up, putting it on the telephone pole. There's actually our grand opening sign. That's before we've got the Exotica sign up. You see how that looks. There's people coming to the fruit tasting table. This is back in 1982. Here's my mom at the fruit table on the right, and some customers, and Jessica's mom on the left. In front of the office, where we put a little lawn in there, and we had musicians play on there. This is the grand opening. See how small all the trees are and everything. And that's how it looks when we got the band setting up for the music. For the weekend, the grand opening weekend. It's my mom in the front. And there's customers walking around the grand opening. There's a little subfloss tree in the front. Must have had we figured about between 800 and 1,000 people over the weekend. And we're getting our plants laid out, and just squash over on the left in the greenhouse. There's a fruit tasting, fresh grapes from the desert, strawberry guavas, sapotes up front. Lots of people enjoying themselves. Quite educational. Some of these people are still our old customers. 20 years later we see them, like the guy in the crutches and the fellow in the blue shirt. They're real important customers. And Dan and Carla Roberts playing music Saturday and Sunday. They played all kinds of music from tamba to classical guitar, flute. It was really a wonderful, wonderful gathering. Many, many people came there. We hope to continue the nursery like this too. Thank you.